Gold popping to the highs. Gold futures 33.69. Gold is up 42.50 now. DFDV, DeFi development on light volume shares heading at high for the pre-market now, 26.50. Delta Foxtrot, Delta Victor. Company announced non-binding letter of intent with Switchboard to explore strategic collaboration regarding Oracle infrastructure on Solana. That is Delta Foxtrot, Delta Victor, DFDV. SGN signing day sports moving again, sending off November. company announcing registration statement earlier on Form S4 for the SEC regarding their business combination with One Blockchain. That's Sandy Gulf November SGN. FCUV, Focus Universal, starts Internet of Things production, Foxtrot Charlie Uniform Victor. BQ, Boki Holdings, announcing 1 for 160, reverse stock split, Bravo, Quebec.
Hey, good morning, everybody. So, NVIDIA's all over the news again. Levi Strauss, whatever, is all over the news. Don't think I'm going to look at Levi. Levi's. I was starting to set up everything with the fibs, and although that fib level is now not correct, so on AMD. Let me just see here for a minute. Oh no, this is still higher. Yeah, 47.99. Yeah, we'll hold that. It's still higher than that. So on the scanners, the top was NVIDIA again. Here, let me just. Here's what kicked off as usual. Tesla was only hard to borrow for 1 day. So it makes it an interesting stock. Hood's back up here high. They're in the news because they're going after them for their practices. Now the latest thing is that they advertised they were the easiest to buy crypto, the best price or something, and I don't know exactly, but that was is sending that down a bit. It looks like. And then I didn't actually look at this yet, so let me look at Planeteer and just see what we're looking at here for this. That's not a new high, right? Is that a new high? No, 148.22. Yeah, so that's not the high. I'm just looking to see if I should adjust these fibs for something that would be more accurate. So this must have been marked intraday here when I was trading those. I traded it on a separate account for my RV strategy, but let's just see here. I mean, that does look like that could be a worthy level if it popped down. You never know with these historical data levels. I find them to be very useful because when we hit upon one, you really know why by looking back. It's like, hey, it just starts to go, back and forth, say a level like that. All of a sudden, it just starts to buy, up and down, up and down. Just like, okay, it gives you some encouragement about playing off that level. When you're looking for channels here, that's what we're looking for with this strategy. So I did go back on yesterday afternoon again with the Bohemian kids and who are following along with this strategy. And I got it up a little bit better in more trades, obviously. So it's not a bunch of trades, it's just any given day you can see here, But to get up more to the 150, 200, it seems like you've got to do more with this particular strategy. And that was, of course, the day I had so much trouble and came back. And I had that one trade, and it took me 5 trades more to go green off that one bad trade. But at least we got this looking good. So we got there so far for the month 819. I think that my... this average was not as good, only 85% yesterday and 83 as opposed to the hundreds and the 90s. So Still good, but I always tried to do better than that. But I think we're on to something here that's good. Now let me just see. Let me just take another assessment here. Is there any news on this morning? Inconclusive, but something we might want to watch. It's not as high on the volume for sure. NVIDIA had dropped down below its mark, its $4 trillion mark, and then it seems like it came back again. Yeah, so it's above it then again. Probably I will go back to that. And when I say don't trade on the 1 minute candle, take a look at that. Do I have anything else up here? Yeah, there's a little bit of something. Oh yeah, that's not bad actually. That spike there. Kind of some smoothing action across to this one here. So why I'm looking at this is if I watched it go up, where I might go short. But boy, I'm a little gun shy of what happened, that it might just, it's going to go back up and break it today on a Friday. So I don't really know. And I did change the layout again. So it was easier to read the 5 minute and what's on it for right now. This is going to be ever changing. And then I've added this on the bottom, the ticker. Now that's basically those tickers down there. That's the watch list that you just saw, that I just brought down. That's off my watch list. So it's giving those prices off the ones that are on my watch list down there at the bottom of the screen. So it's something we can follow along as we're trading, Yeah, it's starting to make a new channel. It's not really RV worthy yet until we get more days here. As far as the RV stocks today, this one, people, it's just by default almost an RV stock because how well it moves into channels once it starts going. So we traded a lot for the RV strategy anyway, but we would prefer to have a consolidation and then hit the 10 criteria, as many as you can, set at least 7 criteria for the RV strategy, and then you have a better chance of making some big bucks. But you also need big movement, for that to happen too. Up and down movement, big channels, wide channels. Remember to read this, guys. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. You should seek the advice of someone licensed before you try to copy or emulate or do anything on this channel. And then suggested to have your own day trading plan. This is the one that I'm following at this point. And then the two most important things, which I'm probably going to end up making almost the entire day trading plan without suggesting other things, is just max loss per trade, max loss per day. You have to control yourself. There's nothing I can do to have you control yourself. Trading is risky. My style of trading, I think, is pretty conservative other than the trading the opening candle. So I would highly recommend you do not do that, even though you might see me do it a lot of the time. But it is for... It's an emotional issue to control, as some of our comments have pointed out to when they're worried about people. I understand where they're coming from, and you need to be. It's an emotional problem that you don't get out at your max loss. And when you see me average in, because I started 25% of my position, you go, well, he's doing it. You might do that, and no matter how many times I say this, the right person might not be listening to me right now, and they might not be hearing what I'm saying as I'm saying it. or her the first 2 words and not the next 3 words after that, like I talked about yesterday. There's no way I can always get this message out to people. There's just no way. So you might not be watching the day that I add to my position, or you might be. You might not be watching the day that I trade the open candle, or you might be. One thing I've noticed on YouTube, and for years of being a teacher prior to this, is that you have to repeat the same message over and over and over again, and you still might only get 20% of your audience, you know. So I can't protect you guys. You got to protect yourself, and I have to trade more like what I think is the best for me, number one, and then for most of the people within mind that I am trying to help you overall. But I can't automatically curve it down for all the people that can't control themselves, like a grading curve. I've struggled with this. I've really struggled with this, but it's a never winning thing. You can't do it. You just have to go with what you think should work for people. The other thing I can do, obviously, that most traders can't do is I have an endless, not endless amount of funds, but I have, I can go up to 5,000 shares of NVIDIA in a heartbeat, and it will, it'll raise my position up where I can get out. I'm lucky to be able to do that, and it still might not work, so you really have to be emotionally prepared. So, I would trade the opening candle different than most people would, although there's a lot of high rollers that can do just what I can do that are watching me, and they do it with larger share size anyway, which is one of the things I was worried about was that, we get to, 300 people or whatever all trading at the same time based on around what I'm saying to do, and then you have all the people that are on Zoom, which are also watching me, which is usually between 35 and 40, that are trading 500 to 1,000, 2,000 shares. You can just look at it come up when we're trading. You watch, and that's just actually theirs aren't even reported. Yeah, it's a different kind of routing. You won't see it. And they can actually front run. They can actually affect the price of the stock. We can all affect the price of the stock. So, something to watch out for too when you get so many people. At first, I didn't have that many people. Now with 30,000 subscribers, there's a lot of people that are not. You might not even see them on YouTube stream, but they know what I'm trading, and they're trading the same thing, looking at the same levels because they've learned how to set up the levels. They know what to do, So just stuff to keep in mind when you're trading. But yeah, control yourself. Make sure you have a max loss. Okay, so I will probably talk about that at least once every day for a few minutes. If you're here early, you'll get to hear that stuff. Seems like we're not having any technical issues, which is good. So today is a Friday, and hope everybody's getting ready for a nice weekend. I've got a nice friend that's flown into this area to see me, which is fun. We're going to be hanging out, going out to dinner.
64 cents
and
5 cents. ZBAI.
I really try to kick back a bit on the weekends, but as you know, I will do some videos. I am going to make a video more for beginners, and I'm trying to figure out how far to go back. This is a stock, I don't want to go that far back. But on a particular strategy, because this screen can just, people's eyes bug out and they go, I could never do what he's doing. So you don't have to do it with a screen like this. You don't have to do it with all these indicators. So I think I'm going to probably start with, showing a 1 minute chart with an active trader next to it, and then talk about how we got to where we are and how it can go so much further. Or as you trade on demand or in a simulator, you just learn to keep it very, very simple, understanding what goes in and what goes out, so you're not freaking out every time you push a button. You remember those days when you guys first started? I don't really remember that too much. I think if you saw some of my historical stuff for scalping,
CVM, sell side,
it was more I was laughing at myself because I was like, seriously? I meant to buy, I sold. And then I sold again and again.
Charlie
Just,
Victor
it was
Michael,
terrible.
CDM.
Was not used to the Thinkorswim platform, and I was not used to not using hotkeys. So it was different. Came from Lightspeed, trying to find a place where, with the intent that people could trade, that I might eventually get to influence people that didn't have to pay
CDM shares
trading
rising
fees.
to
So Thinkorswim doesn't
$5.38
have trading
at the
fees.
high 574 now.
Okay, so from looking at the stocks, let's take a look at. So probably I'll start with Nvidia. It looks
Saudi
pretty
Arabia.
good. Let's take a look at
604
Tesla.
Now, the highs on Charlie Victor Michael.
And I don't really know what to think about the big move yesterday with him, and anything he opens his mouth could just send this all the way down again. But what we do have usually with Tesla is really good activity for channeling once it gets going. So if we're having trouble with whatever we're trading, we might want to come over here with lower shares, and I'll mark some channels as I see them, and we can see how it works. It's sort of like a fail-safe to make the money, but it's a double-edged sword, right? Because you could lose the money too. And I think we looked at Hood, but I'll take a look at it again here on the 5-minute. Yeah, they have bad news today, so let's see how bad it really is. What is it saying? Oh, we already read that story. Yeah, okay, so it's not hitting the wire or anything right now. It was on CNBC this morning. Look at that fib get respected, huh? Look at that, guys. That's why I'm saying, like, it's great to have those. Here again, too. These aren't the levels they were set at. This is just how they got respected, right? So then you try to find the other historical data that might get respected. So on the pre-market, this guy kept hitting it, and then it hit it again here just before. So that would be a level to look at if it happens to go up. It'll probably end up going back down. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know what guidance and how they're answering the news about them right now. And we looked at that, and we looked at, did we get a good look at AMD? Let me take another look at that. These all look pretty good, not for RV, but for trading the way we're trading right now, because it looks like they're going to kind of consolidate here. But we'll see. You don't want to see a trend straight up or straight down. You just stay away from those, or come back when you see what's happening, you know, as the session opens. Is there going to be some opportunities? I'm only here for 40 minutes. I know a lot of you just trade the same strategy throughout the day, and you're doing really good. I've been hearing $10,000. You know, that's amazing. I would just say be careful, you know, but you're obviously good. The trap you can fall into is just thinking that you can't fail. Definitely guilty of that. And then before you know it, you know, you lost everything because you feel like you can't fail. So whenever you start to feel like that, it's almost a day you shouldn't trade. Like, I'm invincible. Walk away. Walk away. Nobody knows what's going to happen. But you can probably hope that you're steady if you just keep check of your ego. You know, you could hopefully stay steady and then keep that max loss and just go for a goal, whether it be $100, $500, $5,000, you know, go for that goal and then walk away. You know, I think a lot of you that I'm hearing from just trade all day no matter what, and that's just your lifestyle. You take breaks, but you just come back, and that's what you enjoy doing. And if it's working for you, who am I to say? Who am I to say anyway about anything? But I would say that if it works for you, stick with it. just have guardrails, you know. So let's see what happens. I mean, everything's made a climb recently. So there's another one. I hadn't really looked at this one. It has some old levels I marked out. I don't know how accurate these would be. That one doesn't look bad. I don't know where that one came from. Oh, over here. Yeah. I didn't mark that. Are we in that range? We kind of are. Yeah. Yeah, these are all just, there's no intraday ones here. These are ones that you probably would want to watch, these levels I marked. I think this hits the one over there, or close enough to it over here. So I'm not going to mark that. This one's right on. Look at that. It already hit it a whole bunch of times. and then we're out of the price action down here. So I could mark lines all day long. I want to keep it in the general area of where it's being traded. But this is actually a much better RV type stock right here for sure. Goes back more days. Does it spring back up? Yeah, you'd even catch that day. So this doesn't look bad for the RV strategy right now. And I went right by Amazon because I just don't like to trade Amazon, as you can see. And even though it's made the 100,000 per 1 minute candle, it came up on the scanner. I would be hesitant about trading this just because of the way it moves in between things. So pretty expensive stock. It's not like well, it's Amazon Prime days too. That's the other thing. Huh, interesting. Might be fun to just look at this, guys, depending on what you're doing, and see what's it moving like, as the day goes on, if you're one of those traders that keeps trading. Again, so we're looking for channeling of large caps. We're looking for consolidation and then trying to find levels and taking advantage of those levels, long or short. That's what we're doing. Okay, so it's pretty simple once you get into it. You don't need me. Hopefully, the more you watch, the more, I would like you to keep coming on, but the more you watch, the easier and easier it should be for you if you keep control of your max loss. Got about 8 minutes to the market open. I did a lot of work off camera here already, so couldn't sleep that well last night, but I did make my 6 hours. If I don't make my 6 hours, I will not trade. It's sometimes really hard to, because I feel good, like no problem, but I think I'm less patient. Some people say I'm the most patient person in the world that know me, and other people say I have zero patience. So it just depends your perspective and who I'm around, maybe, but
CVM moving again here, $5.15 off of their press release.
Had so many businesses and so many careers that I think you learn, you see so much over, and so many years under my belt. Not a lot surprises you. That's unfortunately why you don't get so exuberant as you get older. Like, you see the young people so excited about whether it be politics or a business idea or whatever, and they're just like, why aren't you reacting? It's like, because that happened 30 years ago to me, and I saw it, and yeah, but it's different now. Well, it seems different, doesn't it? But actually, it's not all that different. It's different players. You can go all the way back to the Roman Empire and see, hey, we did that. So it will lower your excitement level, why you might not get so excitable trading stocks too. Been doing this a long time, and I am not risking something that's going to affect my life. I will get depressed if I lose money, of course, like anybody. I want to win all the time. I'm very competitive, but I'm not. There's nothing that you see at any time. It's just like, oh, this better work for me, or it's all over. I don't have that feeling. But I certainly know what that's like for people that are experiencing that, and that's why I say lower your share size so you don't feel that way. It takes time. If you're just trying to get in, like, I have to make $500 a day or I will fail, well, then you will fail. I can predict it. If you're saying I have to or else, you basically set yourself up to take bad trades on a regular basis. Just my opinion, guys. But okay, so let me get this set up to go. We're just a few minutes away now. I do go off sometimes. That's unfortunately what you have to put up with here with me. Some people would say we're so much experience, your elders, listen to them. It's like gold. And other people would say they've had their time. It's a waste of time. Why don't they die?
SYTA said,
They're taking up space. They're costing us money. Social Security. I mean, Jesus. I don't want to pay for their Social Security. Remember, guys, help people up the ladder. Don't push them down. Treat it like a society that you want everybody to do well, right? Not just you. Hey, I remember back in the 80s when Reagan, you know, after you had Carter as president and you always felt bad every day, no matter, because you were never doing enough. I mean, he made really good points, his fireside chats and stuff. I do go back here, but when Reagan came along, it was just like, it's yours, take it. It was like, yeah! Just much younger man back then. I was like, yeah, man, take it. So, you know, ebbs and flows with the way you feel. So we had a spike up there. Market magnet high level there. Look at how it's in the magnet here, guys. Amazing. That's a great indicator, by the way, if I haven't said that enough. These three indicators that you see are kind of like must-haves. You know, the risk oscillator, the Scalp Pro. And then inside here, of course, I have the MACD was set specifically for this type of trading that I designed. That's telling you which way to go. The buy-sell oscillator is telling you that no, the MACD was wrong, or they both were right at one point. This is with the risk oscillator, the lighter red is part of it saying no, it's going to go down, and it was right. Buy-sell oscillator said it's going down. MACD said go up here, but it was wrong. So, I mean, they're all right for a second, but then how long do you trust them, right? That's always the, usually you need to trust them for 1 or 2 minutes, or I would call them wrong, you know. I mean, this was down the full minute for sure, but then it said go up. So you kind of, pre-market too, it's not, you're getting a lot more because they're all crossing over. They're doing the RSI crossovers, they're doing the EMA crossovers constantly here, so that's why you see so many. When you get to the open market, it won't be like that. When I read this, this is inside the candle, you know, if it doesn't make it all the way to the top, even though the volume goes up, that shows some weakness. Look at NVIDIA is making a move here. 2 minutes before market open, volume went up, which is pretty standard. Wow, huh? Did they just say something? Now I worry about retracing off that. After that movement just scared me.
CCIR, Cohen Circle Acquisition.
So I probably won't jump right in. It already made it to the 164. You'll see my whole and half dollar levels pop in. That's another indicator. It won't pop in until the open session. But if you don't want to draw them by hand on every stock you go to, oops, let's get this up to 200.
Stripping engines off new Airbus jets to overcome U.S.
Okay, guys, are we ready?
DAL.
Are we ready for this?
Delta Alpha Lima.
Raise your hands. We're going to make money, right? Don't have quite as many on today as the last few days. Hopefully that's not because they're losing money. 1 minute till market opens. I would be looking at, I don't think I'm going to look at that level to retrace. I think I'm going to go maybe more here, and I'll look at if it even goes up. Well, this is if it goes up. And then I'll look to see the strength, because I might hold for the fib. So yeah, I got burned by this the other day, as you know, so I'm a little more, maybe today is the day it wants to go to 170, you know, I don't know. But I would tend to do retrace rather than go up. Some people are saying, well, you think it's going to go up, I'm just going to go long. You might be right. If you're in your IRA, you might just want to go up with it. You might be right. You know, I've thought about that. I've done that before. It seems like more of a crapshoot. But again, you shouldn't even trade this candle, like I tell you. And if you are, you better make it really low share size. This is going to spike off the board in about 7 seconds. So here we go. Good luck, everyone. Went down first. There's the top of the market magnet, but you don't want to pay attention to that right now. Wow, there it goes. I think I want to hit the 64.50, and then I might sell up here. That's 60. There's the market maker price. This might be a typical retracement, and I'm like gun shy now.
NASDAQ down 53.36 after the open. S&P 500.
I think it's going to fade.
24.20. Dow is down 222.02 after the open.
Missed it. Okay. Still the first candle, so made a new high up there for the day here. So let's see if it's going to punch again.
MIST, Milestone Pharmaceuticals, pricing their offering.
There it goes.
Common shares, warrants.
I'm going to go ahead and get in. Oh, no. What's that doing? What am I doing? That's not. Oh, wow. I reset this. Auto send. My mistake. I just reset the chart. Now I'm in. I did it on market to make sure I got in.
And accompanying warrant. That's MIST.
So cancel all. I actually meant to buy out of that. That was a mistake.
DFDV, DeFi Development, getting a pop to the highs. 27.16, Delta Foxtrot, Delta Victor.
Oh, guys, don't do this to me again, are we? I will average down up here. I had a winning trade, and I just built this new layout, and it just had a couple of errors there that I didn't quite pick up on. Not quite sure why it didn't short when I push sell market, though. That I'm still trying to figure out. What don't I have turned on? What did something wrong there? There's your ATR up here. Hesitate to add, actually. I just want to see the strength here. Man, why? You just never know, right? Hopefully some of you are going long right now, are doing really well. What order? Is there an order down here that I have open? What just happened there? Oh my God, that was sitting and waiting. Oh my God, guys, this is very annoying.
All-time high 165.15 and November Victor.
So that's the market that didn't get picked up. And where did it actually get picked up? So I'm having mistakes here. This is not cool. Just what I didn't want to happen. More like because of technical errors. I thought I had a winning trade. Pushed the wrong button. Didn't pick me up. What a nightmare, huh? Don't follow this guy. How long am I going to wait? Am I going to do this all over again? Ah, that's not good to see. See that magnet pull up? Does this sound like a repeat story? I definitely wouldn't have averaged down. It was an order, or averaged more in. It was an order waiting. It's got the fib for support. That order that popped up was obviously still live. I thought I checked it off. I'm going to have to rewatch my own recording to see what all the... Okay, this is a good reversal sign for me. If you're going long, be careful. I like to see it break that fib, the 84. Not keep breaking the 165. Video wants to hurt me, it seems. I'm not respecting it.
Mink Therapeutics moving here on volume. Indy November Kilo Tango.
It was in the news a lot. I just didn't think it was particularly good news, but... Now I could set this for a swing and move on to other stocks, which was a great suggestion by somebody, so I could trade with you guys. 64.21, so it's all the way down here. It has to go for me. That's a bit of a retracement. That might not happen until much later if it's not happening now, because it's starting to consolidate here now. So I might just set this as a swing. Yeah, here it keeps going up. The danger of trading the first candle, the danger of building a new layout and not testing it. I got my sleep, so I don't have a lot of excuses for pushing the wrong button there. Okay, here we go. I am tempted to go to 800 shares and then set it for a swing and get out of here and just go trade something else. Yeah, my close higher for the week, right? It's at its high. A lot of people might take profit right here though too. Let me take a look at this. Wow. Did I expect that? No, I did not. So yesterday, you know, it dropped all the way down to 161. My position's sort of right in here, a little bit below that, actually. Just trying to think where to set it. If I you know, if I hold on to it. I'm just thinking it through, guys, for a minute. It is getting some retracement, but I'm so far out of... I'd like to see it break this fib, and then I might stick here a little longer and watch it. Just broke it, but then... Yeah, see, it's using the fib as a support here, so we really need... There it goes. All right, so this might actually retrace why I'm watching, so let me stay here a little bit longer. It's got to break through the 9, the VWAP, the 14. Well, no, I'm right here, so I'm not too far away. I'm just going to get out if it gets anywhere near me, quite frankly. I've lost confidence in trying to make a big profit on this, so I do not like how it just keeps banging off the fib. It looks like it's going to retrace up, you know, go back upward here rather than downward. Let's take a whole bunch of profit, people. Take some profit. You guys, those guys that went long, I'm sure a lot of you did, probably did really good here, so that's good. Congratulations. And I had a big cluster mess up when I went in. We're at the 9. There we go. It's starting to make me feel a little better. I could get out here, and I know I could make that back up, but okay, so that's going to tell, that just told me to stay in longer. So can it break the market magnet down there too, please? No, don't do that. Don't break through the fib again. Yeah, now you got to break through it. So pound in your head, and you're going to fall off dizzy and fall way down here. I had my hopes up for a minute there. So I think I'll come back to this, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and set a sell out on the ladder, and we'll change stocks. Okay, so I'm stuck in here for a little bit. I do believe I can make money either by adding shares or it will dip down. So now I'm just going to pick the spot above 164, but below my position. So let's see what we get here. So probably like here, this area here. I'll set the order there so I can walk away. As far as going higher, yeah, it could hurt me if it kept going up. Dollar after dollar would be $400 per dollar. I'm not as concerned that that's going to happen, but I could be calling it wrong. So let's take a look at something else here. Let's take a look at hood. Did that just go straight down? No. Okay. You just never know, right? You just never know what's going to affect stuff here. What does that look like on a 1 minute chart? Nice tweezer move right there at 98.80. Be more inclined to go short on this because of the big level it just did. Like really off of this $50 would have been the spot, right? Let's see if it tries to retrace up to $100. Looks like there's an opportunity here. Yeah, I kind of like this price action here on hood right now. So we'll take a look at this for a minute. Volume went down. Sellers nearly to the top here. Does seem like it's on the road for a nice big retracement. It went all the way up to $100.22. That is not its high, though, so recent high. I don't think I'm going to go long here, guys, even though I put that tweezer move there. Right when I said I liked the action, it seems to be slowing down. There we go, went up to 95, 98. Swailing down, but has some peaks to possibly get in for a short. So it broke the 14, it's at the VWAP, and it's at the 20 now. Yeah, it may just retrace this whole way, and I missed the beginning of it. Thinking about jumping on board here if it pulls back up, because it does seem to be just continually going down. So it's hard to call it here. We don't have a lot of data yet. See if we can sell the ask on a pop-up. It's got a big spread, so I'm looking at the... keeps going down. Missed it. So there's the 50-cent mark.
DARE
Broke that.
Shares moving here, continuing off the lows. $2.37 down about 1.2%.
Just don't see an opportunity because it's just falling like a knife. I'd like to see a little bit of a bump back up, but so there's the buy-sell oscillator saying, you know, to go up based on a crossover, but man, it just keeps going down.
That's DARE.
Yep, I don't see anything here because of what's happening. I'm going to get off of this. Let's check this one. Okay. Man, my platform is having mess ups here. I'm not liking it. Well, I keep flipping around and it's not lighting my charts up. Wow, look at that. Did I want to go see that? Wow, I don't know what's happening here on my chart, so I'm having a malfunction. Not good. Okay, guys, I'm going to block this for a minute, so because I might have to go in to my account, and I don't want to show my account numbers. So I'll be right back with this. God, it wouldn't even let me log off. That was messed up. I wonder if anybody else is having trouble here. It's just me. Oh, come on, baby. She's not even firing up for me, guys. I wonder if I'm having some sort of an internet issue here. Yeah, it's just not, just says installing updates and not moving, so. Oh, there we go. Hang on. Yeah, let me just... Did I stop streaming too? No.
Because it was on your, it wasn't stop streaming, but it was on your.
So we're live, so you know. Let's see, 144. Yeah, I think I might have lost you guys too briefly there. It says that it's still streaming, so.
Turn off your top screen. You haven't been showing your charts at all.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm logging in. Darn.
Sorry.
Everyone's trying to help me. An unexpected error has happened. Come on, Thinkorswim. What are you doing to me here? I'd probably be more upset if I had a big green trade and I couldn't get out. Which you can always go on your phone to get out, but now it popped up a lot quicker here for me, so maybe it'll actually let me log in. Well, that shows that I have a big downward open there, so that's not cool looking. Yeah, that NVIDIA is doing it to me again, man. Jesus. I'll be back on in a second, guys. Let me just... Yeah, NVIDIA's up to 166. Oh, God. Once again, I played it wrong. Just trying to get on for you guys. Give me a sec. It's a debacle day. Yeah, I don't know what went on there, but if that sale didn't go through, I could call them up and have an argument about getting out of that position at a different level. But I don't know if I need to do that, but all right, so I'm back on now again. I was looking at Tesla, guys. Hope you guys are doing okay. not exactly, shouldn't be my go-to stock when I'm in a bad position here. No matter how I save this, this never seems to go back the way I want. That all seems fine, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to trade this stock either.
NVIDIA, more highs now, 166.58.
Yes, I know.
NVIDIA.
Have to try to recover from that one later. Hopefully you guys did not get caught with that again with me. That's why I say don't trade that opening candle unless you can bear what happens. Problem with the strategy right now with this is that if it's going one direction, then we don't get our channeling. So definitely a trend up still. This actually doesn't look too bad here, so here's where we locked up. I want to trade this short. That's what I want to do. But I want it to go up higher before I trade it short. So here's our level on the 5 minutes. So it's been much higher than that.
INKT 35.
Does seem like this historical data level right here definitely stopped it. So that's right there. That's a pre-market level. Or is that this level? Where are we right now? We're at 98.65. So that's right in here. 60, that's right here. Is that right? 98.46. Okay. I did a reversal on my, I dyslexic the heck out of that. So that's the level I was just looking at that was that looked fairly strong there, you know, off of that. But it's a pre-market, but it tapped. Remember how I was showing you and it tapped it again. So over here is too busy to grab anything. I don't know. You never know what's going to be respected, but that just kept, you know, the 98.50 is how you want to look at it. It's the 98.50. Do we have enough actual movement here to sneak in and make some money? You have a reversal sign, rickshaw man right here. Is it going to respect it again enough to go long on this? And the 98.50 going on a bid. Try to get some action going here. Let's see here. Our target up 16 cents, target down 15 cents. Oh, we're gonna go short up here. So if it gets up near that level where it turned around before, we'll try the short. Just biding our time here. Decent level. There was 82 cents on the market. I'll go ahead and try to get in there. Oh, it took me back to the IRA when I relogged in. Oh my God, I'm just not doing well today. There we go. There we go. and it just wants to hurt me. So we're looking for a retracement here. Yeah, falling while crypto appears at Bitcoin. That was 843. $93.31 was a previous pivot point here. I would say at the $100 for sure I would add to this position and go into half of my position. Not adding yet, guys. Not. I'm worried about what it's doing here, so. It's going to be another painful one. We got to make sure that I do think it will retrace, but I don't want to jump in too soon here. Sometimes it's good to average in to your half position when it's going back your direction. Safer, you know. But this should act more normally, not like the weird NVIDIA way it's acting. Of course, having that NVIDIA hovering over my head is not exactly confidence building. Show me a solid reversal sign here, guys, so I can add to my position. Need a reversal sign. Struggling today, huh? That is not a reversal sign. At least it's weaker, you know. That's a hammer. But volume was down, but buyers are near the top, so not exactly inspiring confidence. It's a big 5 minutes, so we're looking for a pullback here. As it gets anywhere near the $100 mark, I will definitely add in for a fall off on the even $100. It was like right where it peaked. Again, you got to have the right share. You might only want to be trading with 10 shares, you know. There's got to be stuff that's not freaking you out. If it starts to pull down fast, I'm probably going to add. That's a reversal sign, but it didn't reverse.
WBA, Walgreens Boots Alliance shareholders overwhelmingly approved the transaction with six
Just
more
didn't
partners.
pick them well today, huh?
Alpha, WBA.
As I looked over after NVIDIA, I didn't really see anything I was loving, to be honest with you. And then so I went ahead and almost forced this. That's not the best consolidation pattern. I mean, this is a big channel if you went by that. $1.30 channel. But it is pulling up here, so let's see if it, you know, it's kind of resting now on the 99.50 cents. So we'll see how we do here. But I would say that the professor is struggling today. Not taking a lot of trades. This is only my second trade. Hopefully you guys are doing a little better. Here we go. Getting ready to add to this position up here. Haven't even looked at my capital in this account. No, I just did some big transfers. It's getting close up here to that even dollar. That $100 mark I'm going to go in at. Closer and closer. 89, 90. Might fall off before it. Might get in just before the $100 so I don't miss the drop if it drops. Wow. All right, so it just broke right through it. And some might say don't do it then, but I'm going to do it because that's just the way I am. So I got my position up to 99.49, which is like right up in here. 99 right way up here. So a good chance for it to pick up on it if it pulls back. So it's stalling at the 100. I'm assuming it's going to fall off the 100, but it might torture me first. That's when a lot of people go in long, of course, is right at that level. No new news on this to make it be continuing to go up. So I'm 400 shares. Okay, that is definitely a reversal sign, an evening star at the top. So is it gonna? That's not reversing though. It's schooling me. Nvidia is just resting at the 166 mark. Could go to full position, but I'm definitely not going to do that yet. Maybe at the fib. It's going to come down, guys. This one's going to come down. Yeah, all that action up there, but it's, again, it's telling you it's coming down. There's another reversal sign. The air's thin up there, right? You want to come down. You want to fall off. This is the candle to go red. It's the candle to go red. Are you not listening to me? We all need the prayer indicator. This could be another one I set for a swing, honestly, because I'm running out of time. So yeah, not inspiring confidence. There it goes. Not inspiring confidence. Made a new high. Yeah, that's the ATRs where I'd go to full position. You know, I can handle this stuff. I do it like it's a swing trade, right? So I'm not all the way into my position to ride it down. But the market it's weird because, you know, the market shows down. Obviously, the multi-chart alignment showing up because it's been doing nothing but up. I'm only $1 out of position, really. Well, I will let you know what happened. Once again, you're taking a bad journey with me here if you followed me. I hope you didn't. But I will definitely hold this into a swing down. I just think the whole market's going to retrace. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But, you know, I don't think I'm wrong. Man, the market's inflated for up, huh? Everything's just taken off for no particular reason. They were saying earlier today that they think people just don't care about the tariffs, that it's already built in, that all that big emotional stuff's over now. I think it was Jackie Diamond. Jackie Diamond, yeah, that was saying that. We're just printing money. Seems like there's going to be a reckoning at some point here. It's got a long way down to go, guys. Let's break through that. Yeah, I'm all the way. My position's like up into here, 99.49, like right here. When I first took it, we were a lot closer to it. Now it's just going the wrong way. Oh my God, look at that, huh? So my logic would be here, if you're in the position with me, is I'm gonna set it on the ladder for a fairly healthy profit down into here, you know, for at least a couple $100 if I can't get out soon here, because I have to move on. But I will not just take a loss here and sell out. I will wait on both of these stocks. I'm going to wait for a retracement. I see Nvidia's broken. It's back down to 165. I'm looking at the scanners up here. So, and you probably see them come across the screen too. You can see where it's at. I like to see this break below 100 while I'm still right here, and then maybe there's an opportunity here that, because it might go down really fast if it does that. So here comes a bit of a retracement here. Can we break the 100? Is the 100 going to give it a support, $100? If it keeps going up, I probably would go full position up in here off the fib or the ATR up here. Yep, it's just not going to do it while we're all together. It's just going to torture me. Got too far out of position too quickly. Kind of got stuck riding it no matter what. The way I trade anyway, you know. You guys, this is not my max loss, so you got to go by max loss. So it's not a good ending week message here. But some people love to see people red. Well, if you love to see it, I'm red. Nvidia back over 166 again. There it is down there. You can see it on the mark there. Man. Huh? Just keeps going up. Getting up till I go to full position, which would be 800 shares up here. And then it would be a good profit if it retraced down. Or I might end up with a, you know, $500, $600, $700, $800 loss. I don't want to have that, of course, but this really wasn't trading the conservative as I should have been on this. Trying to get to our trading stocks that weren't really giving me great channels, trying to get to our goal because of the limited time. But I think it's going to make money still. I just wish it would do it while you guys were watching. But you see my position, so you can follow along if you want. See how we do. I might add up to 800 shares up here, which would put me at 101.24. So that would be I'd be well over 100. My position would be well above $100 then. So if it came back down to retest, I could get out at that point if I went up to 800 shares. But then I'm all the way up here, so it's a big distance to retest, obviously. But let's see. I'll wait one more minute to see if it breaks this 100. It keeps trying to do a breakdown here. Again, this is the reversal sign. So the patterns are for a breakdown, but it doesn't. It's really respecting that $100 level now. There's the 9 moving average. Look at all the sellers coming through there. Well, until right then. Yep, and just turned it around again.
JUNS,
break the 9, guys. Break that 100.
Uniform November Sandy.
Charlie's setting up the other stuff for everybody. Oh, almost did it. Almost did it. Went to 08 on the bid. 06, 02. bam. Once it breaks it should go down pretty fast. A big chunk. It's like it wants to break it the way the price. There it goes. It broke it for a hair there. Now is it going to jump on it? There we go. So had I gone in up here, then I would already be green.
Apple moving to
you know.
The highs of the day now, down about 86
That's
cents.
how it can happen if you add share size, you know.
52. That's AAPL. Tesla off the highs now, 309.25, down about 42 cents on Tesla. And Nvidia shares, after hitting all-time highs, still above $166.
Yeah, people might start taking profit on Nvidia up there. I'm watching that too. I don't like to see that. That's not good, but that's telling you it's going to go back up, and it did. So.
Benzinga market update.
All right, guys. So I'm going to probably set. I'm not going to set my ladder right now because I think I'm going to add to my share size. So, but I'm going to pop off and start doing something else, and then I'm going to keep an eye on this to add to my position if it goes up. And that's, I'm trading more like a swing the last 2 out of the last 5 days, which wasn't my intent, but hopefully you guys did well. Look, it's right here. I could be taking trades, you know, but I got stuck. See how it's channeling here? It's like beautiful for what we normally do. I think I just pushed it to get in too fast because the timing, you know, trying to get enough trades. I should have waited. So I will not do that again. I'm going to make sure that I wait, even though again, I think I'm trading differently than I normally do. So I've got to get back to not worrying about if the opportunities present themselves in the short period of time that we have. So
President Trump.
Anyway, guys, listen, I wish I had better news for us today, but it's not good news. I think I'm down over 1,000 right now. Yeah, I'm just about 1,100 something. So that obviously doesn't make me feel good. I don't feel I'm too far out of position here, honestly. I think it is going to retrace, but you just got to go through this pain, you know, for it to happen. But anyway, have a great weekend. I'll be back, planning to be back Monday. I'll probably have at least one video out over the weekend. I may or may not be talking about all this stuff, but be careful out there, guys. Go green. Today wasn't the best day for me yet, anyway. All right, I'll see you soon.